ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासवी गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So in the last verse we were reading Lord Kapila. He is encouraging Mother Devabhuti to seek association of pure devotees whose symptoms he had described in many verses. We saw that when one becomes eager to associate with devotees, then such attachment to association of devotees will counteract the pernicious effect of material attachment. So automatically our attachment to this material world will become slackened, and our different kinds of suffering in this material world will be terminated. This happens in the association of devotees. Prabhupada explains that actually in the association of devotees, this knowledge of Krishna, it is like a sword. Just like with knife we are able to cut off a rope, so this rope of attachment to this material world, it requires something to cut it off. Otherwise, to open it, it is very difficult. You can just imagine, you take a rope, you take 3 ropes, you twist it, the 3 ropes, you twist them, it becomes very strong. Then later, you put a knot, and another knot, another knot, another knot. Like this, if you keep putting knot after knot, it becomes very difficult to open those knots. The spiritual process of associating with devotees is like taking the sword and cutting this knot to pieces. So that is what was described. And in today's verse, a very beautiful description is given, that one can appreciate devotional service only in association of devotees. This is a very, very important point. Until and unless there is an association of devotees, one cannot even appreciate devotional service. One cannot appreciate. Whereas in association of devotees, devotional service becomes relishable. Not only we can understand devotional service, we will be able to relish this devotional service. So very beautifully it is described here. Satam prasanga Sat means eternal. That which exists is called Sat. That which is temporary, which does not exist, is called Asat. Why devotees are called Sat? Because they are attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Sat Chit Ananda. So they are also called as Sat. So Satam means referring to pure devotees of the Lord who are attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Sat. So they are called Satam. Satam Prasangat, by the association. Prasangat means in their association. Mama Virya Samavidaha, in the association of devotees, pure devotees, the Supreme Lord is saying, Mama Virya, my wonderful, potent activities. These are not fictions, these are not stories. When we are reading activities of the Supreme Lord, they are fully potent, filled with potency. It is just like when you take some medicine which is very potent, you just administer it through your mouth. It goes to the whole body and does it work. It does its work. Correct? So just like a potent medicine can fight the infection and give you a healthy life, similarly, the activities of the Lord, Krishna Katha, it is filled with spiritual potency. We'll see what is that spiritual potency, what all it can do. Can you imagine? Just by hearing Krishna Katha in the association of devotees, what miracles it can do. Because in order to get liberation from this material world, actually we are not aware. We have taken it for granted. Oh, devotional service, doing, chanting my rounds. But we are not able to appreciate what kind of potent process we are following. What a potent process we are following. In order to get liberated from this material entanglement, in order to cut the knots of this material attachment, how much severe austerities people undergo. Years together, lives together, people have to undergo. And imagine the potency of Krishna consciousness, that simply in association of devotees, if we hear Krishna Katha, then so much impact happens. So what happens? Mama Virya Samavido, when in association of devotees, potent activities of the Supreme Lord or Krishna Katha is described and discussed among the devotees, then what happens? Bhavanti Hrit Karna Rasayana Kathaha. It is very palatable to the heart, it is very palatable to the ears. And one taste, Rasayana, Prabhupada translates, very pleasing. Rasa means taste. So this taste of Krishna consciousness, this taste of Krishna Katha, in the association of devotees is very, very pleasing, both to the heart and to the ears. In the material world, actually, in short terms, material katha may be pleasing to the ears, but it is short term. It does not last for very long. Can you imagine? One song, one novel, one newspaper. Keep on reading, keep on reading. Yes, few days you will like. After some time you will become disgusted with that. There is no rasayana. There is no taste in that. Why there is no taste? It is dead matter. Krishna Katha is lively. It is filled with potency. It is filled with life, Chetana. Everything about Krishna is conscious. So, that is very, very pleasing to the ears and to the heart. So, material Katha may be very pleasing for some time. What do you say? Is it very nice? You keep reading one novel and you enjoy it. Lifetime, I don't want anything more. No. After some time we become disgusted. We want newer, something new, something new. But you can see, something new you will get in Krishna consciousness just by reading the same activities of the Lord. Prabhupada says, that is the meaning of spiritual subject matter. It is always fresh. Material subject matter becomes old and hackneyed after some time. No rasa in that. There is a saying, old wine in new bottle. This is material subject matter, if in one line you want to describe. New bottles you will get, new novels you will get. Same subject matter. Old wine, only new bottles. So after some time, you become disgusted with that. So neither after some time it is pleasing to the ears, for some time it may be pleasing to the ears, but definitely it is never pleasing to the heart. Because it contaminates our heart more and more. Already our heart is contaminated. It is filled with so much of impurities, and these material kathas further put so much of impurities in our heart. And the more there are impurities in the heart, how can it be a pleasing atmosphere? How can it be pleasing at all? Isn't it? Prabhupada says they are like stones in the heart. They are like stones. Just imagine, take some stones in the bottle. Will it be very pleasing? You just shake that bottle. So much of nonsense sound. It is like this. All these anarthas in our heart. First of all, so much anarthas we are carrying. Over and above, these ear holes we use to take so much of input of these material things. Isn't it? It enters into our consciousness. We are not realizing this. Through the eyes you take input, it enters into your consciousness. And it will impact your activities, it will impact your behavior. We should not think we are Paramahamsa, no problem, Prabhu, I am transcendental. Sometimes, little Kishore Kumar songs I am hearing. Isn't it? No. All these material subject matter will pollute and poison our Krishna consciousness more and more. We should understand that. So it is not at all pleasing to the ears, it is not at all pleasing to the heart. Creates so much disturbance in our heart. Then it says, what is the effect of hearing Krishna Katha? Okay, you are saying very pleasing, very nice to the heart. Only this much? Is only this the effect? Okay, very nice, and you are all very happy hearing Krishna Katha, Bhagavad Katha. Every day you hear your chanting, and it is very pleasing. Only that much is the benefit. No. It says, this is very interesting. Tajjoshana, if you cultivate this habit, Balakrishna, what habit? What habit you should cultivate? Umapati. Hearing Krishna Katha, practicing devotional service in the association of devotees. If we cultivate this habit of practicing in association of devotees, what is going to happen? Ashu, very soon, you don't have to wait for very long time. Apavarga Vartmani, your path to liberation will become open. You will walk on the path, royal path of liberation. See? The path to liberation is very difficult. To get out of material entanglement is very difficult. But just by cultivating devotional service in association of devotees regularly, Joshanath means cultivation, regular cultivation. See, this is also very important because devotional service is not a question of 1 day or 2 days. Devotional service is a question of regular practice. And regularly if you practice, very soon you will see the result. Tajjoshanar ashu apavarga vartmani. So Vedic literature defines what is this pavarga, apavarga. Pavarga means parishram, fena, pa, fa, ba, bha, ma. Pa means kathor parishram in this material world. Bha means fena. Ba means bhaya. And finally, ma means mrityu. This is pavarga. Apavarga means negation of this. No hard toiling like a donkey in this material world for sense enjoyment. No more fear of this material existence. And freedom from birth and death, that is called liberation. So, our path to liberation will become open. And then further what happens? Shraddha, Ratir, Bhaktir, Anukramishyati. When you become liberated, then your devotional service starts. Beginning with strong faith in Krishna consciousness. When anarthas are gone, when you have become liberated from material entanglement, you will become fixed in devotional service. Shraddha. Not only that, Ratir, you will develop attachment for devotional service. Then every day nobody has to come and wake you up. My dear Prabhu, please wake up. Time for Mangalarti, time for chanting. Because Ratir, we develop attachment for devotional service. One day if we cannot associate, it will be just like a drunkard. One day you stop him from drinking, you can see how much restless he becomes. So are we like this? Have we developed that kind of restlessness? That if I don't associate with devotees one day, do we become restless? Or am I thinking, chalega, aaj ek din ghar mein, roz mandir jata, every day I am going to temple, one day I will be in house. No, that is not the symptoms of attachment. And this is what Bhagavatam is describing. This will be the effect. This will all, one by one, serially, you will get these things. First you will get Shraddha, strong faith. Then Ratir, you will become very, very spontaneously attached to devotional service. More and more you want to perform. The lesser you want to perform, that means we are on material platform. The more you want to perform means you are advancing. Simple test. The more you want to get engaged, the more you want to perform devotional service, that means we are advancing. Shraddha, Ratir, Bhakti, devotional service, Anukramishyati, one by one, gradually, everything will manifest. So, here, there is something very interesting which Prabhupada tells in the purport. Prabhupada is saying, unless one is in association of devotees, he cannot appreciate activities of Krishna. Cannot appreciate. Krishna is saying, Man mana bhava, mad bhakto, madhyaji, mam namastu. Remember. If we have to remember the Supreme Lord, His form, His activities, His name, this appreciation of Krishna's activities, it is possible only in association of devotees. Otherwise it is not possible. How it is not possible? Prabhupada is saying, generally, when one thinks about the Supreme, one has a conception of impersonal reality. And from such people, if we hear Krishna Katha, then actually we will never be able to appreciate Krishna and devotional service to Krishna. Never we will be able to appreciate. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has warned very strictly, Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Hai Sarvanash. If you want to destroy your devotional service, then we can be very eager to hear from Mayavadis. Because cannot appreciate. In their association you can never appreciate Krishna, His personality, His activities, cannot appreciate. They cannot understand. Here, secret is given. Association of devotees, you can appreciate, you can understand, and it is very relishable simultaneously. So, Sat and Asat, Satam Prasangat, when it is said here, Prabhupada explains, we always say, Asatoma Sadgama. Correct? Don't associate with temporary material nature. We should move towards Sat. So, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked this question, how do you describe a Vaishnava? What did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reply? Surat Govind? Yes. Asat Sanga Tyaga Ei Vaishnava Achar. A Vaishnava is one who has given up the association of Asat. Asat means, Prabhupada explains, those whose consciousness is fixed on this material world, this material world's enjoyment, material existence, material attachments, which are temporary, that is called as Asat. They are called as Asat. So Prabhupada says, we have always heard about only one aspect sometimes, right? We contemplate on that. This Krishna consciousness Prabhupada has made so that people can take association of devotees. But can you imagine, Prabhupada also explains, this Krishna consciousness is built to avoid association of non-devotees. Asat Sanga Tyaga Ai Vaishnavachar. This is one very important symptom. This Krishna consciousness movement is also made so that we can give up the nonsense association of Asat and simultaneously take Sat, association of devotees. Then Prabhupada also says, but because devotees are Karunikaha, they go and they sometimes have to go and preach to people who are absorbed in asat, material subject matter. Right? We have to go out. So we cannot say, okay, these centers are created to avoid association of people who are absorbed in material subject matter. So let us close the doors. Okay, band kar lo. Isn't it? We will all sit together and practice Krishna consciousness nicely here. No. Doors are open for people to come in, and devotees should also go and meet people. We have to go and meet such kind of people. Karunikaha means devotees are not happy just being satisfied, few devotees, few of us will practice. No. We should be able to give this Krishna consciousness what we are tasting, what we are relishing in association of devotees. Why we should deprive others? Human life is meant for that. Human life is meant, everybody can appreciate Krishna consciousness. Right? What does Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say? Manushya jan pailaya. Whoever has got human birth, it is very rare. They can all appreciate Krishna consciousness, provided we are karunikaha. We go out, we preach, we take all kinds of risk. No problem. We'll take risk. Go and mingle. Mingle means, does not mean, you don't take their ideas. Prabhupada says. When we go out and preach to people, we don't take their ideas and their understanding. We give our ideas and our understanding to them. We give our association to them. We don't take their association. We don't appreciate their understanding in our heart to heart. Rather, we are merciful to them that yes, whatever I have learnt in my Krishna consciousness, I am ready to take a risk. I will come, we'll go and we preach to the people. See? And then Krishna will definitely safeguard our devotional service, provided we have taken all precautions. Just like if COVID is there and ruthlessly you go out, I don't bother, I don't care about restrictions, isn't it? Then you will become infected. Take precaution, take vaccination. Isn't it? Follow hygiene principles, wash your hands, keep away from people. If you follow, just like the doctors are following, and when they follow, they are able to treat patients. They don't become infected. So similarly, if we follow certain guidelines in Krishna consciousness, we are very strong in our Krishna consciousness. And by our behavior, if we preach, that is more effective than our preaching by the words. That is much more effective. So, that is what Prabhupada is saying, that and what is the meaning of that asat? Who are called as asat? What is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's definition of asat? Raghuttama, what is the definition of asat Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives? Yes. Asat ek stri sangi Krishna abhakta are. And Sahajiyas, they misinterpret this. You know how they misinterpret? Asat is one who associates only with one woman, he is asat. So that means they are thinking like Krishna associated with so many gopis like that. If we associate with lots of women, then we are not asat. Asat ek stri sangi. This is how they misinterpret. But actually the real meaning is one who is absorbed in sense enjoyment, he is asat. And another asat is Krishna abhakta, one who does not accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nastik, he is asat. So these two kinds of people, if we don't associate with them, then actually, and if we associate with pure devotees, Satam Sangha, then we will be able to appreciate Krishna consciousness and we will be able to relish Krishna consciousness more and more. So we'll stop with this. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Bhagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki